Red. Ladies in red. Ladies in red. Ladies in red. Discuss the latest news. Just fans giving their views. This channel is red. They see the bar and raise it. Plus they rep for the ladies. Trust it's red. See my voices in football. Red. If you want to talk up, it's a red channel for me and you. Subscribe and tune into the Ladies in Red.
Hi guys, welcome back to Ladies in Red. We're back with another cool down show straight after the game. I'm glad I'm joined by Zeo today. It seems like it's been ages. It's been like a few weeks, obviously with international break and stuff like that, but it seems like it's been a while. So I'm looking forward to hearing your views. No, of course not. By the way, I'm going to get it out there. Your song on Soccer A and Ego Death today. That's madness. Did they have to contact you first? Did they ask you?
Yeah, someone hollered me and I didn't even believe it at first. And then the more that I spoke to them, I was like, is this going to happen? And then it just happened. I got like bare messages because I didn't know when Soccer AM was on. So I got bare messages saying, "Oh my God, Soccer AM." I was like, "Oh my God, I must really be on there."
That's class.
Yeah,
class.
Sick.
Yeah, and I guess it was a little showboat section as well, wasn't it? So your team was playing in the background. That's madness. But back to United, they actually got a win today against Norwich. Yeah. I think we need to keep that in our mind as well. Against Norwich, Cristiano Ronaldo, hats off, hat-trick. The problem got us the 3 points today, a big 3 points as well when you're looking at teams in and around us. Arsenal, Spurs, dropping points as well today. So that is a massive win regards to, obviously, we've got Liverpool Tuesday, Arsenal next Saturday. So I think today was a big win. And I know that it's Norwich and they're going to talk about it and go into the game. Not convinced, says Naeem there. I'm going to get into that. But it is business end of the season. We keep saying it. Ronaldo's done the business today. We've got 3 points. I'm sure Arsenal or Spurs would have taken a lucky 3 points win today. So we have to count our blessings in that sense. But yeah, not convincing by any stretch of the means, was it?
Nah, I just, like I said before the stream started, when you said the same thing, win today, we're just crap, man. Like, yeah, we won, but we're no good. It was literally Ronaldo versus Norwich, wasn't it? Like, we're no good, man. Like, we were lucky to win that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If without Ronaldo, we're not winning that. So yeah, we just need next season to come. When you asked me to come on, I was thinking, what am I even going to say about this team anymore? Like, we just literally need next season to come.
It's just Mata comes on and it's like a breath of fresh air, and I think that's everything that you need to know. So I love Juan Mata, and that's no disrespect to him, but he coming on and he was showing players how this is how you do passing and moving, making angles. Always looking for a pass between the lines, always positive on the ball, working when he's off the ball. You want to see that from all your players, don't you? But I'm not going to be too negative because, like I say, we got the win. Ronaldo with a hat-trick. I mean, we have to take the positives from that as well. Curtis says there, let this sink in that United at Old Trafford needed to score 3 times to get a win over Norwich. Yep, it's shocking. But you know what? We always say attack is the best form of defence, and I think with this team it definitely is because we can't defend for shit, can we, Zeo? We literally can't. Norwich has scored, what was the stat? 8 goals away from the season. They scored 2 away at Old Trafford.
Brush's comment sums up, like, what does he say? That we were Chuckle Brothers in front of De Gea. Like, it was just a See, you even said shambles. Yeah, that's what I mean. It was the amount of through balls they played and they just cut us open. It was just disgusting. Like, everyone was all over the place. And yeah, the team's just, their heart isn't in it anymore, is it? It never was. Sorry, what am I on about? Their heart's not in it. Everyone just thinks Ronaldo. The team's broken me. I can't even speak. Right. The team's heart's not in it. Everyone's looking to next season thinking they're leaving, they're going this place, blah, blah. New managers coming in. What's going to happen? It's all just up in the air. One thing I want to say is Lingard is offering more than Rashford is at the moment. So I think that was a positive because I think Lingard looked good. And I think Rashford, when he came on, didn't look any good at all. So I think Sancho and Lingard worked well. So that's a positive. There is some positives, but I think overall, we just wait till next season. But if we can scrape top 4 at the same time, that is a massive bonus.
Yeah. What's your thoughts? Because obviously there was protests today as well. Peaceful, to my knowledge, outside the ground beforehand, obviously against the Glazers and whatnot. And then during the game as well, obviously fans came in late, 17 minutes in, to show obviously what we've had the Glazers for 17 years, like 17 years under their ownership. And then Pogba goes off. And I thought I'd heard it, and I've seen confirmed reports on Twitter as well that the fans were booing him and basically saying F off Pogba because obviously he's not signing his deal, he's leaving. So there's obviously a lot of frustration at that as well. like, even though we've won, we're not happy as fans. You know what I mean? Even though we've won, we're still not happy because we realise that it is Norwich. Kind of is papering over the cracks a little bit. It wasn't convincing if you said, you've already said it yourself, without Ronaldo, we wouldn't be winning that game. So you want to say this Norwich game is a confidence booster going into the next two, and you hope that it is. But you do fear for our defence, don't you, when we come up against a better team? Because, like I say, Pookie, we made him look like Messi today.
Yeah, I don't think we. I want to still say top four, but I don't think we're gonna. The next two games, Arsenal game, super important. Liverpool, I've got no faith in that game at all. And as for the Pogba thing, taking it out on Pogba, what's happened to this team is ridiculous for me. F.U. Pogba played well. Like, do you get what I mean? And I think Pogba's been taken off because he's not staying. So it's like there's no point playing you as much. Like, we might as well get used to Pogba not around. But as for the fans taking it out on him, like fans feel so raw. You read it.
Yeah, fans' fury is so raw. Obviously, the emotion of it is so raw. And in reality, they should have booed the team off since January, to be honest.
Right.
The booing should have started back to the team in January. Like, the frustration, I get it. But you are right. Like, I never agree with booing my own player anyway. Like, not individually. Like, as a team, I kind of understand it. But individually,
Pogba played well. Pogba played well. So it's like
it's just not. He didn't provide that stability in the middle. But you don't expect that from Pogba.
No,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? He was playing as a sole midfielder. We knew we were going for it in this game. You knew it was going to be an open game because we didn't have that discipline in there. Matic came on, and I thought we looked far more stable in the middle because that's what he brings. But we weren't expecting that from Pogba. I wasn't expecting that from Pogba anyway.
Exactly. It just seems like everyone's upset. All Man United fans are upset. Super understandable. We're all going to be. But taking it out on Pogba is silly. Taking it out on the Glazers, yes. But nothing's gonna come from the protest unless, I guess, the whole thing takes, which is never gonna happen. So for now, we're just in this mess. Hopefully, Ten Hag comes and does some stuff. But I don't agree with the F.U. Pogba at all, as you knew I wouldn't before you even asked me.
Yeah, I didn't know if you'd heard it as well. That's why I wanted to bring
I saw him looking up and laughing, and I heard something, and I was thinking, what's he laughing at? Like, I thought they might have said something like they were upset that he got taken off, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah. And Bruce said a proper DM would help so much, but we've known this for how long? We haven't known it very long, and the promising signs are that we are looking for a CDM. I keep looking up, by the way, because there's not someone here. I'm looking. The City game is on in the background. 84 minutes gone. Liverpool are 3-1 up against Man City in the FA Cup semi-final. Just to let you know that as well, in case anybody was interested. But in terms of the Premier League, obviously Liverpool on Tuesday. You said you were writing that game off.
I am.
Can we afford to write that game off? Sorry.
No, we can't afford to write that game off, but I'm just going to be realistic for my own sanity. Like, come on, what are we expecting from that game, really? It's so, the class between the two teams is so, like, it's just a different class, Liverpool to us right now, and that makes me feel sick. But it's reality.
It is.
And
it is.
There was a stage
sadly,
where United... There was a stage where United used to match whoever they were playing against. So it's like we play Norwich, we're as good as Norwich. We play Liverpool, we're as good as Liverpool. That doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Like, we've just dropped the level. It's just disgusting. So I've written that game.
We've played at the same level since we played Burnley, I think. That's been harsh on Burnley. I'm not even going to say that. Curler said he should have never been in when he refused to sign a new deal. Pogba, that is. We are the problem, not just him. Exactly. It's our fault that we're in the situation regarding his contract in the first place. You can't force somebody to sign it. He's still a Man United player at the minute.
You say not just him. You say not just him, but it's not like Pogba said, I'm staying and I don't want to leave and go to another team. It's just we're the problem. That's it. Because he wanted to leave. That's why he rejected it. It's not like they said, oh, yeah, we're going to say it to so-and-so, and he said no. So that's Man United's choice. So he said, okay, I'm going to have to run my contract down to leave then, isn't it? It's like, makes sense to put you in his position.
With treatment like that from your own fans, of course you're not going to want to stay. Like this, it's simple as that. And I know it's probably past the point now where obviously the contract has been offered and he hasn't accepted it, and that's too far down the line now, hence why fans are reacting the way they are. But if we're honest about it, like in terms of the media and how he's been treated, like Pogba has been treated badly in his time at United. And I'm not justifying it by saying, oh, he has played well and he's been unfortunate, because he hasn't been good enough. And I've openly said that many times. For whatever reason, it just hasn't worked out for him at United. But you can't say, look, we're going to stop him getting another move somewhere else, because you just know that he'll be a world beater somewhere else. Look what he did out in Italy. He may go back there. Real Madrid is the rumours. Imagine Pogba in the Real Madrid team feeding balls up to Benzema. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't hold it against him, in my opinion. I agree with Curlis. It's the fact that the club have obviously ballsed up in terms of the contract renewals, leaving players' contracts to run out, and that's our fault. That is our fault. The one thing about Pogba that I've always said that I don't like is the constant circus around it, how he's like flirting with other clubs and the little like comments. I mean, he doesn't talk out and shut rumours up. He likes that, and his agent obviously likes that. That's the thing about me. That's why I didn't like about Paul Pogba, but that's what it is. Football's a business nowadays. We know that player power is massive as well. And that's just what it is. At the end of the day, Man United will still be around without Paul Pogba. And Paul Pogba, I'm sure, will go on and do well. Like, he spent the peak of his career at United, and look what he's won in that time. Do you know? And exactly. That just points at everything. This is the player that everyone was screaming is going to be the best one of the best in the world. Obviously won the World Cup, come to United, and it just hasn't worked out. Like I said, for whatever reason, it just hasn't worked out. And we have to just hold our hands up and say that. He hasn't been good enough. You have to be honest. And I know it hasn't always been like rosy when he's been at United, and quality around him hasn't always been there. But Pogba, quite simply, he just hasn't been consistent enough. And that's why I think for both parties, it's best that he does move on. And that's for his own personal career as well. But in terms of the players who started today, we're going to go through the lineup and give our player ratings. And we normally say a 5 out of 10 is an average. So it's an average performance. Obviously, anything above that, you're going above average then. Anything below that, well, I'll let you read into that one, how harsh you want to be with your ratings. And I've seen the chat get involved as well. And when we started De Gea, to be fair, I thought he made a few decent saves in the game. I have to be honest. He shouldn't have had to against Norwich, but he did.
No.
But he has also conceded 2, so I don't know how you want to grade that one. And obviously, you get in the chat as well. I'll flash them up on the screen.
I'm trying to remember the second goal. The first goal.
Pookie.
What was the first one then? Sorry. Oh, he was never stopping the first one. He was never stopping the first one. And the second one, it was still a good goal as well. I'm going to give, is 7 fair? Like, I know he conceded 2 goals, but what could he really do?
Think so.
Yeah, I just think there's nothing De Gea could have done about them. I was going to say 8, but I wasn't sure. Like, I don't know if you can concede 2 goals and get an 8, even if you have played well.
Yeah. I think I'll probably go in the middle and go like a 7.5. Because he has conceded 2, but at the same time, I do think he made some fairly decent saves. The one early on against Pookie, where he was quite fast off his line. Yeah. You have to give him credit for that, because if they score early on, it could be a different game, couldn't it? The fact that we scored first, probably helped us. So that Red Devils said Elanga was top notch. I'm going to get onto Elanga in a minute. Loved his work rate, especially for that first goal. Mata deserves 7 for the effort. I've already said it. Mata coming on and showing players what they need to do is just worrying, isn't it? Like Mata at the stage he's at in his career, coming on and just showing people how to do it. I love Juan Mata. But Delo, your favourite right back?
Oh my
did you
God.
pick Easy today?
Did he put any crosses in today?
A few. There's one where he like cut back for Lingard, and Lingard had an effort on target, didn't he?
I'll give Delo a 4, man. I feel like going forward, I don't feel like he really offered much. I didn't notice him, and then going back, the whole back 4 were just out of position all the time. They were getting put open for jokes. So I'm going to give him a 4. Yeah, I agree with Brush. I don't think he did anything. And I think defensively he was no good. Although there was one moment where he did slide in and block a shot. But I feel like that was all the back 4's fault that the shot happened anyway. So, correcting your own kind of mistakes. What's going on? What's happening?
City have just scored.
Oh, how much
4 minutes of added time. 4 minutes of added time. Literally just gone into 4 minutes of added time. And Bernardo Silva's just scored. Great run from Mahrez. I'm just not convinced by him. I know I was saying to you I'd play him over Wan-Bissaka for that period of time when we were talking, but I'm not convinced by either of them, if I'm totally honest with you. We definitely need a new right back, in my opinion. But who do you go out there for? I always scream Lamptey, and I'd rather get Lamptey, but is he the finished article now? I don't know, but yeah, I don't know.
In regards to that, though,
I'll probably say average.
In regards to that, Sophie, I think at the end of the season, we're going to be in for a shock. And I wanted to say earlier when someone said we needed CDM, I think Man United have needed a CDM for the past 2-3 years. And it's kind of been the only position that we kind of need. But now, at the end of the season, I think there's going to be that much positions that we need. So, back, is it even going to be top of the list, with the amount that we're going to lose and stuff? But that's all I wanted to say. Sorry, carry on.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I do think right back, CDM, centre forward, they're the positions that I would be looking at personally at the moment. And I would say another centre back as well, ideally. But CDM surely is the one that we should be going for. Lawbreak says 4.5. I would say 5. I think an average performance. I don't think he did anything exceptional, didn't do any major errors. And then again, his defending for the first goal wasn't great. I think he just put it through his legs and just bypassed him. So yeah, I'd probably say 5, average one. Harry Maguire then, skipper, in at the back. How did you think he did today? It's always a hard one to summarise Maguire, I think.
It is. I'm
going to be so critical.
I'm going to give him a 4 as well. I feel like his positioning was awful. I feel like his passing wasn't great. There was a time when he switched the ball over, and I was thinking, why have you played that pass? It was unnecessary, and it went out for a throw-in. He's the leader of the back, so he's meant to be organising them and everything. It was just a shambles. 4. So he couldn't organise the back line. Yeah, couldn't organise it.
Let's come back to Cancelo. Oh, it's put it over the bar to another corner for City in added time. I will keep you updated if there's a goal. Yeah, we look so shaky at the back. We look all over the place. I think 1-to-1, especially when he's defended and the striker's got the back to him, and he's very good at nicking in front of Maguire when the balls are coming into feet. He's good at doing that. But yeah, the second that it's a counter attack and me trying to defend, the gaps just open up. You are right, he's not really commanding in there. There's no organisation. It seems like we just get stretched apart, especially for their first goal. You look where Maguire was and where Lindelof was, the gaps in between were just far too big. And yeah, that leadership aspect of it, and that's what I mean. It's hard to judge Maguire because you judge him on his performance, but also on how he's led us. Because he's captain, like he's always going to have that extra scrutiny. And because he cost 80 million. But.
And he was injuring his own players, so I'll give him a 3.
Yeah, Pogba was fuming.
He was so mad.
I would be, to be fair. I would be as well. I don't think you can say average when we've conceded 2 goals. I think it's got to be a below average performance. So I'll probably say
I gave him a 3.
I'll probably say 3.5. Yeah, I'm just slightly kinder than you. But yeah, below average performance. Lindelof. What do you think about his performance?
I think he was better.
Out of the 2 centre backs, yeah.
Yeah, he was better, but we conceded 2 against Norwich. They were getting cut like ever, and you can't really I'll give him a 4.
You're right. I know, Kurt. I did say CDM as well. I will keep saying CDM, but more would be nice as well. Lindelof 5, 6.
6.
Pogba getting his leaving gifts early from Maguire. 6. 5. Again, we conceded, so I don't think you can
2 against Norwich.
You conceded 2 against Norwich, yeah. It looks like it could be 4 to Liverpool.
Oh,
for me, I've missed it. Still 3, but time surely is up now. I mean, it's on mute, so I can't hear anything, but it looks like time is pretty much up. Yeah. Average, I think I'd agree with Alex there. Probably just give him a 5. Just a bang average. If I wanted to be really harsh, I could go a 4. So slightly better than Maguire, but still not good enough.
I feel like his positioning was off. I feel like, I don't know though, maybe his wasn't. It was just the rest of him. But
that's what I mean. I feel like we get dragged. I don't know what it is. Like, especially that first goal, you saw Maguire and Delo just get completely sucked out. And then obviously he's just, do you know what I mean? Like Lindelof's left there, then kind of in no man's land.
Yeah.
That organisation at the back just isn't good enough, and it hasn't been all season. And sadly, Maguire as skipper will take flak for that because you say that's your job. But yeah, I don't know what order I said it in, Curlers, but I know I definitely said CDM, and I'm pretty sure I said we needed a CDM for years now, and we'll keep saying CDM. I apologise if I said it in the wrong order, but CDM definitely is priority. Telles, left back.
Better than Delo, but I'll give him. I'm gonna give. What did I give Delo?
You know what annoys me with Telles? Every time he gets it, his first thought is touch, whip it in the box. 9 times out of 10, there's only Ronaldo in there. So it's just like aimless, just hopeful, just put it into the box. And Delo does it as well. But Telles, like literally, you see when he gets it, at least every now and again, you see Delo take a touch in field and have a little run. Whereas Telles, it's every time pass, whip, pass, whip. Yeah. And do you know what I mean? And I don't know, you can't do that every single time.
I'm gonna give him a. Oh, geez, what's the chat saying? I'm thinking 4. I wanted to say 5, but I'm thinking 4.
I just think he needs more to his game. Do you know what I mean?
I think he's in the wrong setup. I think
See,
if it's
we
a
brought
team
him
that
in knowing that he had this ability to cross balls in.
Yeah.
We brought him in knowing that, but it's all good doing that when you've got players in their box. But like I say, 9 times out of 10, we haven't got the bodies forward. We're too slow with our build-up play, so we're just pumping it in there to a lonely Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And the ball has to be perfect, but 9 times out of 10, it's just a hopeless.
Didn't he get an assist
you know
today?
I mean? Tell us.
Corner.
Yeah, he took the corner. Corner. Yeah.
5.
Yeah, it's nice to score off the corner. To be fair, but yeah, I don't know. I just think it'd just be a bit too predictable at times. So yeah, and also the ball in between. You know that when they're playing the ball inside the fullback, Tellers struggles massively. That he spins around, he loses track of where the man is, or he loses track of where the ball is. I've seen him do that week in week out. He did it again today against Pookie, and luckily De Gea saved it in that first half. But yeah, 5. I'd probably go 4.5.
Okay.
4.5. Pogba in that midfield.
For me, I'm going to give Pogba a 7. 7? Actually, it depends what you're trying to say. Like, they put him in there. He was never going to be a CDM, was he? He was never going to be a ball cutting out, intercepting CDM. I think he was making driving runs. He was taking on players. He was playing good passes. I'm giving him a 7 for that. Like, if you wanted him to be a CDM, then maybe you'll give him a lower score. But I don't think you ever were going to get a CDM in that position from Pogba. So I think
I thought first half was much better.
Yeah, I think you should have took Bruno off and moved Pogba forward instead of taking Pogba off. But
yeah, if we're going to slate anybody, I think Bruno was the poorer player today. I thought Bruno's quality on the ball was
Pogba should have moved forward. I think they should have swapped them and took Bruno. But yeah, I'm giving him at least a 7. I don't want to give him an 8 because I just feel like he didn't really any key passes that were putting us through on goal from him. But yeah, I'm going to give him a 7.
So we've got a 7.5 there. We've got a 6.5 from Ashley, and we've got a 6 from Shivan. I think I'd probably go with a match in the middle, and I'll go for the 6.5 where Ashley says there. 6.5 for Pogba because I think he was better than average. Better than average. I'm marking him down, but it's not really his fault. But obviously, I've got to mark on what I see. Like you say, I think Pogba is more effective when he gets higher up the pitch and he's linking with the likes of Sancho. When he's deeper in the pitch, I feel like sometimes you're kind of missing that. Do you know what I mean? With Paul Pogba, you think, when he plays in that CDM, when he gets, like in Italy, he would have got time on the ball and he can spray those passes. When you're playing in the Premier League, no matter who you're playing against, you're not going to have that much time on the ball. And I think many times Pogba has been caught short by that. He's had it nicked off him. I'm not saying that happened today.
It only happened once in this game.
In this CDM, yeah, but against a better team, look at what happened against Liverpool. They nicked it off.
What are you judging him against this team or a better team?
You know what I mean? I'm saying positionally, I think Pogba is more effective higher up the pitch. I've even said off the left sometimes because I think him linking up with the forward players is better. You saw it in flashes in this game, but then defensively we were open. And like I say, I feel harsh to judge him on that, but I have to judge him as a CDM because that's obviously where he's playing. But I just don't think that's his preferred position. Do you know what I mean? Like Pogba did what he could do in this game, really. In the position he was playing in, and that was all I say about him. I don't think he did anything majorly wrong, to be honest. But we conceded 2 goals, and I have to think about the gaps that were there in the middle.
Okay.
And no matter what, if you're asked to play as that CDM, you have to maybe be a bit more disciplined sometimes. I don't know, but like you say, when it's Paul Pogba, that's not his game, is it? So that's why I'm saying that for Paul Pogba, 6.5, slightly better than average, and probably one of the better players on the pitch for us when we look at our ratings in a minute. We haven't really gone high, that's our highest rating yet, isn't it? Other than what did we give De Gea? 7?
7.
So that's what I mean. So I think when you look at it in that, don't forget all the rest of our team we are rating quite lowly. So even though that Pogba doesn't seem that high in comparison to the others, I think you'll still see him like a standout player. Let's move on to Bruno then, because obviously we made a lot of comparisons between Pogba and Bruno's performances. Go on then.
3.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to get to.
3.5. I think this is the worst game I've ever seen him play.
Really?
I think
he's had a few bad ones this season, to be honest.
But this one, like there was like 3 standout passes for me that I was just like, "What are you doing?" Like, yo, he was so bad.
You don't think about Bruno? 4. Yeah, I think that's fair, below average. Yeah. Almost cost us a few goals, losing the ball deep, like I mentioned that Pogba likely to do. Bruno did that several times as well today. Just messing around with it, dilly-dallying not in the middle. Our counter-attacks are so slow as well, which is the most frustrating thing. You think just break at pace. You know, when Pogba does those runs from deep, he did one of them in this game today where he just bypasses people, and you're thinking, just do that more. And I get it, you can't do it all game, but it's just frustrating when you've got a player like that. You want to unlock it a bit more, don't you? But Bruno, reckless passes, a bit of a headless chicken, as Curtis said there. The one positive I will say is when he does give the ball away, he's the first man trying to get the ball back. And I like seeing that reaction from a player, regardless who it is, seeing a player work and try and make amends for the mistakes. I like that. But yeah, his quality just wasn't on the ball, just not good enough. And from a creative midfielder, if you like, he's got to be better. And against someone like Norwich, where you'd think you get a bit more time on the ball, it wasn't more of an end-to-end game. Surely Bruno should be coming into his own. There's a few times in and around the box. There's one where the keeper's passed it straight to me. You think of Bruno have a shot. Bruno of last season would have had a pot there. He would have maybe tried to dink the goalkeeper. This time he takes a touch, a heavy touch, and he's tried to pass it sideways and he gets intercepted. I don't know what it is with him at the minute, but it just isn't as positive as what we know Bruno to be. So I think a 4, 3.5 or a 4, as Sean said there, I would agree with that. On that one. Lingard then. I thought Lingard had a positive. When he was playing, I thought Lingard was positive, I'll be honest. I thought his movement, his work ethic, always trying to do something positive.
I think Lingard deserves to play again. I think he deserves to play again. He was chasing everything down quickly as well. He still got some pace. He was really positive, some good passes, some good 1-2s. I think Lingard looked a lot better than when Rashford come on. I don't think he offered anything that Lingard offered. So I'm going to give Lingard a 5.5 to 6.
So, what is he going to give a C then?
I'm going to give him a 6. I'm going to give him a 6.
A 6? Bush said there, if the 25 million quoted for Tielemans, then it's a no-brainer. If Pogba leaves, would you take Tielemans to come in?
Yeah, as well as
he's not a proper DM.
Well.
Yeah, he's not a proper CDM, but he would definitely bolster around midfield 100%. Yeah. And for that price, like saying today's market is a bargain, isn't it?
I think we're going to have to go for loads of players on that kind of level for that kind of price. I think to plug the holes that we're going to have at the end.
Yeah.
Who's that for?
So these are for Lingard, I believe. Lingard, 5.5, 7.
Lingard. Whoa.
That's the hand up. Yeah, I thought he was positive. I probably wouldn't go that high as a 7. I'd probably put him a 6, an above average performance. He didn't score or do anything major contributing, but every time he got the ball, he was positive on it. And that's what.
Linked up with Sancho well.
Yeah, I think I'd say a 6. He looked sharp. Moving on to Sancho then. We might as well start with him first. What were your thoughts on his performance?
I thought he was all right, I think I'm excited for Sancho next season when the team got more of a direction of what they're going to be doing. I think he's one of our bright spots. When he gets the ball, I get excited. There was a few cut-ins there was one pass when he cut in and passed to Ronaldo and it was just slightly heavy, but it was just the right vision. I think he looks really good. I think, shut up, Ashley. I think I'm going to give Sancho a 6. I think he looked all right. I think he was better than average. He was one of the players I wanted the ball to get to more often. That looked like something was going to happen. So, yeah.
Yeah. I think sometimes with Sancho, I'm thinking just, you know what? Go around and outside. You see so often he wants to just chop in onto that right and he wants to have the little link-ups. I know that's the way that he plays. But Sancho is quite quick as well. And sometimes, he's got that defender 1v1. You're thinking, you know what? Fake to go right. And for once, just go around the outside. He's such a clever player, Sancho, and I just want to see him, like you said, getting on the ball a little bit more. But every time he gets it, it's positive. He's trying to do something positive. But I did think he had quite a quiet game really today. He did do a few little link-ups and whatnot, but it wasn't his standout game, was it? So you're saying a 6. I think I'd agree with that. He wasn't the worst player on the pitch, wasn't the best player on the pitch. I think a 6 is probably fair as well. We've got a 7 there, a 6.5, lively a 7 as well. So yeah, we've had 6. But it seems everybody's on the same wavelength there. That he's decent, but I think again we want a bit more from him, don't we? But again, we got to get him into the game. Let's go to the other side. Obviously, we're going to save Ronaldo till last because we may as well. Elanga, great interception for the first goal.
Great interception for the first goal. I think he looked decent. I think there was spurts in the game where he was just kind of passing basic, but when he took on players, I think I'm going to give him slightly higher than Sancho because I think the assist for the goal, I think he looked positive when he had the ball. I think a 6.5 for Elanga for me. He did well. I think he justified playing this game as well because Rashford didn't do anything when he came on. So yeah, I think he looked good.
Yeah, I think Elanga's got all the right attributes. He's still obviously a very raw player, but you can see he's got an eye for goal because he's already scored a few goals for us. Obviously, he got a good assist as well. He won the free kick for Ronaldo's goal as well. Constant pressing, working hard. Do you know what I mean? If nothing else, even if it's not going well for him, you know that he'll always give you that. He'll always pester the defence and be a bit of a menace up there, which is what you need to do when you're not playing well. So, yeah, I think Elanga, again, played really well. We've got a lot of sevens here, to be fair. Always positive when he got the ball as well. I think I put he got an assist, so you'd have to say he had a major contribution to the game. Won that free kick as well. I don't think a 7 is a bad shape, I'll be honest here. What's your thoughts on that?
I said 6.5, but I forgot that he won the free kick for the goal. So, yeah, I agree with a 7. Because
he had like major parts in it, I think he deserves that. And then, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo. As someone just said in the chat, hat-trick again. He got a hat-trick against Spurs, got a hat-trick again today. The problem, but he has dragged us through today and got us 3 points.
Yeah. Ronaldo versus Norwich, isn't it?
Literally, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, how can you, like, you got a hat-trick, like, it's a 10, isn't it? I don't know. Do you give out 10s?
Is it a 10? Is it a 10? He's got to be man of the match, surely. He's got to be man of the match. I mean, what more?
One of them was a free kick.
You know what? I'm going to mark him down just for his overhead kick because I was fully thinking, oh, this is going to fly to and he got it so wrong. He got it so wrong. But
he scored, what was it? A shot, a free kick, and a header. Yeah, he's got a 10, man. 9. 9.5 then. All right. I'm not going to do 10. 9.5. I'm
going to say 9. I'm going to say 9. He is the GOAT, Leicester Reds. I agree with you on that. He is the GOAT. 100 to that. Without him, where would we be? Yeah. I was being sarcastic when I said I'm marking him down because of his overhead kick, because I'm harsh like that. Just because I full on expected that just to fly into the net, you know, and it's Ronaldo, and you're thinking, oh, Delo's chipped it back post. You know what he wants to do here, and I expected it to rifle in, and it just went ping in the air.
Just another bad Delo cross. That was the problem. It's just another terrible Delo cross. It meant to go in front of him, and it went behind him.
No, Delo put it on a plate for him. He's thinking, you know what, Ronaldo, go on.
Nah, Delo was trying to get it in front of him and like, yo, nah, man.
He's got an agenda against Delo. Matic came on. We've already mentioned Paul Pogba and why I marked him down slightly in that CDM role, but he came on. He did stabilise us in that midfield, didn't he? Matic does what Matic does. Obviously, he announced he's leaving at the end of this season, which I'm saddened by, but I also totally understand it. And Matic, to be fair, is a player that I rate highly. I think he's a very good player. Obviously, he's at the end of his career now, but I think he's one of them who I think, yeah, he's always been quality. Always been a quality player at Chelsea. Obviously, it came to us. I think Matic he's one of them who goes under the radar a little bit because he's in that big glamorous name, but he's such a quality midfielder.
Yeah, I think he came on and he gave us loads of control. I think he does it in nearly all the games he plays. Like, he offers us more control. He comes forward a lot more than you would even expect him to, and like play some great passes. I'm gonna give him. Oh, and also I'm glad he's announced he's leaving, because otherwise Man United would have kept that guy until 50 years old or something. I'm going to give him.
I'm laughing at Arsenal Maniacs comment. Slabby scorpion kick on Pogba was incredible. 9.5 out of 10. He was literally a scorpion as well. What was that? What did you say for Matic?
6.5.
Okay, 6.5. That's fair, I think. I think him and Mata both had a positive impact. I'll probably go with 6 for Matic, and maybe slightly higher for Mata, because I think Mata on the ball was really intelligent. Picks up these little pockets. I saw a tweet saying after he retires he should become a thief because he just gets into pockets without people knowing and stuff like that, which made me laugh because he does. So yeah, I think Mata slightly more. So I'd say 6.5 for Mata and a 6 for Matic. What would you give Mata?
6.5 for both of them for me.
6.5 for both.
Yeah. I feel like they're both equally, like, I feel like Matic really showed us up, which allowed Mata to do what he's doing. Because if Matic wasn't on the pitch, the ball wouldn't be getting to Mata. I think we would have been getting slapped and cut open and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Doug is in the chat. Big up to Doug. Make sure you go and subscribe to the channel, Doug Out. I always say he's all right for a Liverpool fan, Doug. And I'm guessing, Doug, that you're buzzing with the result 3-2. Obviously, I did have it on in the background. I was keeping people updated. But 3-2 against City. Let me know your thoughts on that as well. Big win for you guys. Any fullbacks or right back and left back you would love us to sign, or do you think Ten Hag can improve our existing fullbacks?
Nah, he's gonna have to.
I don't think he's a miracle man.
Back. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think
Luke Shaw might have a chance. Luke Shaw and Telles might have a chance. I don't believe our right side has got any chance.
I think Delo maybe because of his age.
I don't.
Wan-Bissaka, I don't know. If you want to play like a football, like if you want to play football from the back, you just can't do that with Wan-Bissaka.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? You simply can't do that with him. He's just not that. I don't know what it is about him, but he has like a mental block when the ball's at his feet. So,
you know what? I've just thought about it. I'm going to go back. Sorry. I'm going to go back. I agree with you. I think Delo has got a slight chance.
because of his age. That's all I'm saying. Like I think then where we still got time to work with him. Wan-Bissaka, I'm not so because of the way that his style of play.
He's got no chance.
I don't really see unless there's a miraculous improvement, and like I say, Ten Hag has some magic. We'll see, but I can't see that one happening. But our last one, we've got to say
0.
Rashford. You can't say 0.
Why?
Okay. I have no
idea. Okay. I think he came on and did absolutely nothing. So I'm going to give... What do you do for that then? What? I don't know. Advise me. I think he did nothing.
I think he tried a few positive runs. You know what I mean? He did try and get at the fullback, but failed on many occasions. That I agree with. But I did think he tried to be a bit direct at times. But it's got... I never want to sit here and be like...
I like Rashford. I like him. I do like him as a player, but last few games this season, I just think... like he needs, I don't know, prolonged break, or he's done at United. I don't know what it is. I like Rashford, but this game he came on and he did nothing for me. I don't know how you score that. How do you score that?
I'd probably say, what's the lowest we've given so far today?
3.
Is it a 3.5? 3.
Maybe a 3.
I'll probably put him on par because he hasn't had as much time to make an impact as other players that we've had. I'd probably say a 3. And I know that's really harsh, but he didn't have much of an impact, did he, when he come on? Granted, he didn't have as much time as others who started to have an impact. Yeah. I'm not going to be too harsh on him, but that puts him on par with the lowest performance on the pitch, which shows that obviously it wasn't good.
I don't know about you as well, but it felt like no matter how much time you would have given him, it wouldn't have been different. I just had that feeling from it. It just isn't going right for him. It's just not happening for him right now.
I know, but is it one of them where you have to play through that, which obviously you're not going to be given a chance to do at United. You're not going to be like, oh, you're in this form, so you're starting. So it's hard, isn't it? Like, maybe he needs pre-season, he needs a break to come back fresh. Maybe the end of this season will be the best thing for Rashford so he can bounce back. I'm not one of these who say, oh, sell him, because I think people have short memories as to when Rashford was carrying us, like, last season. You know what I mean? When he scored goals week in, week out at the start of the season, obviously he had his injury and his surgery and whatnot. The Euros happened as well. He hasn't really bounced back. And I'm not sitting here coming with excuses for him because he hasn't been good enough. He's been woeful. He's been absolutely woeful. And his attitude hasn't looked great. But I just think with him, you don't turn a bad player overnight. He's had a lot of things contributing to it, as I've just mentioned. But, you know, you can see it with someone. Like, his head just doesn't seem in it at the minute.
Even
for whatever
his look.
reason. Like, yeah, that's what I mean. And that's why I think I have a bit of a soft spot. Because I'm thinking, you know, that there's clearly something not right there. Do you know what I mean? There's just something not right there.
Even in the game, you know, like spills, like when a player runs into each other and the ball kind of spills, and it's never falling right for Rashford. Where if it's Elanga running into there and it spills, it's kind of landing Elanga. Rashford, it's like nothing's no luck, nothing's happening for him. It's just I don't know what it is. It's like someone's put a curse on him or something, man.
Yeah, but that's how he's walking around as well, as though he's been cursed. Like his head's down. Do you know what I mean? He just doesn't see himself. I agree with what Brusher said here. Give him the summer and see what Ten Hag can come in and do with him. And if we're in the same position this time next year, then of course we've given him time, and that's fair enough. But I do think that he's one of our own. We've got to be patient with him. And I'm not saying he should start every game or stuff like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that maybe pre-season, a new manager coming in, a fresh start, a fresh mindset. Maybe he can come back stronger next year. You know what I mean? This could be the making of Rashford if he bounces back from this, or it could also be the opposite, and it could, do you know what I mean? It could spell the end. Like, you don't know, do you? But I do think we have to be, I don't know, patient, and it's hard to be, I know, but I think we have to be a bit patient with him. And you know what?
Them not beefing in the comments.
I don't know what's going on.
It's Liverpool and curlers, I think. Doug and Curtis.
I am doing a preview actually with Doug on Monday for the Liverpool game, which obviously is happening on Tuesday. I consider talking about that. I'm not really looking forward to that, Doug, I'll be honest. Especially not after watching us struggle against Norwich today. But we move anyway, but we'll get on to that. But yeah, we got the win. In terms of top 4, how are you feeling, Zeo, regarding that? Because obviously Arsenal have dropped points, Spurs have dropped points. I believe, obviously, we've got to play Arsenal next week. We've got to play Liverpool as well. We're 3 points behind Spurs, equal games. And like I say, we've got Arsenal. That game is massive, isn't it? Liverpool game is massive, but the Arsenal game is huge.
Gigantic, yeah. I said it on Twitter. I said, we would have had top 4 already by now. I said we'd come top 4 a few games ago because I knew Arsenal would bottle it. What I didn't consider is that Man United would try and bottle it as well as Arsenal. So it's a bit shaky right now. But I'm not as confident as I was, but I still think we can do it because I think Arsenal are still going to bottle it. It's Spurs that I'm a bit worried about now. So Oh, if we can get a point against Liverpool, that would be so good. If we can get a point against Liverpool, beat Arsenal, I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. And I feel like it's going to be great for next season with Ten Hag being in the Champions League for the players that he can bring in instead of having to completely build back from the Europa. So I'm hoping, and I think we can do it. What are you saying?
It's Arsenal, curlers. Every team is bottling it. Every team is bottling it. You know what I mean? Nobody wants it. Nobody wants top 4, and it was like this last season as well, and we ended up getting it. But we were saying we were lucky to get it. But this season is even worse than it was last season for the teams who are just slipping up week in, week out, and bottling it. After our performance today, do I think we're going to get top 4? I'll be honest, I'll say no.
So
do
who
I think
is
we deserve top 4?
Spurs?
I'll say no. Spurs, I think, because Conte. Yes, Spurs is my guess. But like I say, you never know. You never know.
I don't know what their last games are.
I still think teams around us will drop points, but I also still believe that we'll drop points as well. And that's the hard thing about it. Like, I don't think we're consistent enough for me to hand on heart say, you know what, I think we're going to get top 4. We could get top 4, but do I have faith in the way that we're playing at the minute? No, I don't. And
I know Arsenal ain't going to do it. That's my last thing. I think know Arsenal ain't going to do it. I think it'll be us.
I think it'll be us or Spurs. And because Conte's come in, and I think we said it before, we kind of missed the trick by not bringing Conte in. I think that'll be the difference. I really do. But the thing for me is...
Surely you're happy we did it now, though.
Ten Hag isn't announced yet. I said this to you on Twitter the other day. Until he's holding that shirt up, I ain't believing anything. He's not announced yet. When he is,
I'll be happy. Have an interview? But, Do you have an interview where they said, "Oh, why haven't you said blah blah?" And he says, "Because this, that."
He just said, "Because I want to win 2 trophies with Ajax." That's what he said.
Yeah, so he didn't say, "What are you on about?" Like, do you get what I mean?
He didn't say, "Yeah," even like. Okay. So yeah, okay. I don't know. I'm not getting sucked in. I've been hurt too many times from United to get sucked in, to be honest.
Poch announced tomorrow.
No, Dyche. Sean Dyche announced tomorrow. I told you. I'm not even going to jinx it by saying that. Yeah, I think we'll drop points. I think our running is pretty awful, especially this week. This is a massive week for us. Depending on how we come out of this week, that could define our season, because I do think teams will drop points, but I also believe that we'll drop points. I think, as Ashley said there, if we could get a point against Liverpool and beat Arsenal, I'd feel a bit more confident about it. Do you know what I mean? But I just don't have faith that we're going to do that, and I'm hoping that we can. But yeah, if it's not us, I think it'll be Tottenham. And like I said, I think that manager has had a big impact on that decision as well. But I don't think it'll be Arsenal, especially obviously if we beat Arsenal next weekend, which we have to, surely.
We have to.
What a big game that is. It'd be funny, to be fair, because I know how much you hate Arsenal. If we did a watch along at some point for that would be hilarious.
I'll get banned from internet.
Your reactions. Yeah.
I'll get banned from internet. Oh my God, yeah. Trust me. You'd have a strike by the end of halfway through the game, you'd have a strike.
Imagine censorship and everything.
If you want to do it, I'll do it. I'll even come down there so we don't have to make the internet thingy, if that works better for
you. That would be. I'll message you about that, actually, because I think it's early kickoff, isn't it? So we'll see what we can do for that. Yeah, I think it's early kickoff, but that'll be entertaining for you guys. Probably not so much for me and Zeo, to be fair. But yeah, overall rating then, of today's performance and the manager, obviously Ralph, we need to get him involved as well. Do you think that his team selection was? I mean, we're playing Norwich at the time. You'd think the team that he's put out is good enough, but I think defensively, obviously, we were a bit open in the middle. So yeah,
I like that he didn't play Fred. I like that he kind of took that away completely.
But he couldn't.
Oh yeah, true.
He had Matty.
Yeah, I like that he kind of thought, I'm just going to go with this and see what happens, and then the team let him down, kind of thing. That's what I kind of like. So I like Ralph. I'm going to give Ralph 7. He got the result. He made the subs. He put flipping Elanga in right back to make sure he got the result, even though he didn't need to, because it already came from the free kick. I like him, and I think he did well. And I think, he gets 7 for me.
We got the win.
Yeah.
It was a positive team. I think it was one of them where, you know what, go out there, get the win then, do your job. I'm not going to worry about it too much defensively. And to be fair, that's the way that the game was played. We outscored them, didn't we? Defensively, we were all over the place, but we got the points in the end. I'm not believing the Ten Hag until it's signed, hence why I just said the new manager. Sean Dyche gave me a mild stroke. So I was thinking everyone's doing pictures of this bald guy from Holland, Ten Hag. And when that guy, he's from the back, and when he turned around, I couldn't imagine Sean Dyche.
Yo, how sick would that be as a video if they did that?
That's the intro. That's going to be the intro to Dyche.
I would rate them. I'd rate them. I don't care what.
Sean Dyche playing a piano.
Yo, and it looks like it's going to be Ten Hag, and it's Sean Dyche when he turns around. Surprise!
Yeah.
Yo, I would rate that for life. I don't care.
Nah, don't even scare. I have nightmares about this now. Like, we come in reality. We're giving them ideas. Hopefully, no one's watching this.
Yo.
Yeah. Hopefully, Ten Hag is in it soon. But like I say, until I see that confirmed, I'm not believing anything. I don't trust this club with anything at the minute. But yeah, I'm glad the protests were peaceful today. Hopefully, the message will get across. Fair play to everybody that attended. I couldn't. I've been camping. I got back midday today. But yeah, hopefully we see positive change soon around United. Let's just say that we've got a win today. That's the most important thing. On to the next one, which is unfortunately Liverpool. But yeah, Zeo, thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to say it again because people might have missed it at the start. But Zeo's song Ego Death was on Soccer AM on the Showboat section.
I was going to say match of the day then. What the heck? Sorry.
You're saying that because we could actually watch match of the day for once because we won. That's probably what I'm doing today. I'm watching match of the day. But yeah, it was on Soccer AM, which is mad. And I also want to do a little cheeky plug here. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. Share screen. There we go. Got it. So I've got a series out at the minute on FIFA Plus. You can get to this on Google or you can download the app. It's free on your iPhones or Samsung, wherever you've got. And you can watch the episodes. Me versus Cole Walker, FIFA tips and tricks. It's like content up for the World Cup. And yeah, me and Carl at the end of it have a head-to-head. I'll let you guys watch it to see who wins. The smile might tell you something. But yeah, check it out. Really entertaining. 13 episodes, but the episodes are all about 7 minutes long, so they're not majorly long. It was filmed in Alicante in Spain and just a mad experience. So if you guys wouldn't mind checking that out and just sending me some feedback, I'd appreciate that. It's my first time really doing anything like that. So yeah, big up to yourselves. And of course, Zeo, I'm not going to leave you out. Let people know where they can find your channel as well so they can listen to some of your music and that as well.
Zeo Leonardo, wherever you want to look. Look soon because I'm going to blow. No, I'm joking. Yeah, Zeo Leonardo, give me some views. Help me get there. Safe, everyone.
Love that. Hey, Kevin, the link might not work because you might need to get the app. If you click the link on your phone, for example, you might need to get the app. If you're on like a Mac or anything like that, you can just type in FIFA Plus on Google and you can find it through that. But yeah, on your phone, you might just need to download FIFA Plus app, which, like I say, is free. But yeah, check out Zeo's channel. The taking name shows are fantastic. I always say this, but he literally picks out people in the chat and puts your name into a song. It's just mad talent live. So I'd go and recommend that as well. And I saw your tweet yesterday. You're releasing a lot of new music soon.
Yeah, I'm not even going to get into that dirty story, but yeah.
Love that though. I'm down for it. Guys, we got the win. We can smile. We can watch match of the day, as I've said. I hope you all have a lovely Easter Sunday and a lovely rest of your weekend as well. I'll be back on Monday with a preview with Doug. But until then, guys, have a lovely rest of your weekend. Make sure you go and follow Zeo and follow all the socials. Follow myself as well. Hit a like on the video and hit that sub if you're new. And we'll see you soon.